Hey everyone, English Gamer 38 here, and today we are back with some more My Garage. Now before we get into the video, I just want to apologise if I sound a bit sniffly and full of cold. It's because I am. I'll try and edit out as much as I can. Anyway, let's get into the video. So, yesterday, which was the 30th of December, the developer dropped an update for the game. He's just introduced another vehicle. I did see about it on the Discord server, so I knew that was getting close to being released, as they were running a poll to decide the name of the vehicle, and it seems like Jesse won. So, obviously, I've actually gotten quite prepared for this video, because I've been out and bought one, and there it is. I've also acquired some parts for it, because it does need a lot of repair work, as you can see from the front. I'm not sure how you would do that sort of damage unless you jumped it off of a ramp and landed nose first. A little bit of rust. You've also acquired a whole bunch of parts to fix it up. I think I've got everything. That's all I could see it needed anyway. Unless there's something hidden. I mean, the front parts are obvious. I was wondering how many of these parts it actually shares with, like, the Chad and Bar. Like the running gear and whatnot. Okay, so the axle will fit all four of the American vehicles, if you count the F100 mod over there, which apparently had an update as well. I haven't figured out what it was. I did install it. And apparently because I watch a YouTuber called Scapegoat, apparently he did the F100 update and his F100 just disappeared off the face of the planet. Which he wasn't very happy about, because he'd only just finished building it. But I got lucky, mine is still parked over there. Not sure what changed, I've not looked up the details. Anywho, see if I can get my headphones back on. There we go. So, engine-wise it seems pretty good, unless there's any bad pistons or anything in there, which I'm not sure of, because I haven't looked. And also, a little tip, if you want to save some cash, try and get your body panels from the junkyard. This outer fender is $179 in the catalogue. I got this one, which I actually took off a junk Jesse at the junkyard, for $50-something. So like a third of the price. And that one, this fender was actually laying around loose in the junkyard. I think I paid less than that, a lot less than $50-odd. So yeah, if you can, it's always worth going to the junkyard to get your parts. I don't know if I'm going to need the inners, to be honest, but I got them just in case. What am I taking off? Oh, it's the belt. I'm not sure if that needs replacing. It's got a bit of a camber going on with this front wheel here. I'm not surprised though, because the upper control arm is knackered. Tie rods are gone. I haven't checked the steering box or anything yet. The subframe has rusted out. I'm sure that's actually bent. I'm sure that subframe is actually bent. I think I chucked it in the bed of the truck, didn't I? Oh no, it is meant to have that curve to it. Right. I vote we start pulling it apart once I've got it up on some jack stands. Oh, put those two together. So let's move these fenders out of the way. I need jack. I bought two jacks over, but I think I only need the one. We get you under there and we get you jacked up. It's got side exits on this one as well. I'm going to keep those. Wrench. Axle stand. Okay. Where's my checkbox? Come out, wherever you are. Must have one. Don't tell me the developers forgot it. Ah. Unless the mod's got her update with the vehicle. I didn't think of that. That might be it. In that case then, we'll just use a couple of trolley jacks. Beginning to wonder if that's going to lift the truck. Done this many times before. Right. The wrench just to start taking things apart. Actually, let's just grab that hammer, see if I can salvage the hood. I did buy a new hood. I can replace it, but yeah, that is dead. It's a dead panel. Right. Open. Thank you. Off with the hood. I think I'll put it straight in here. The scrap parts might as well go straight into the scrap trailer. Okay, what else has got to come off? Rad hose. Well, that is good, so I'm going to put that in a pile of good parts. Harmonic balancer's gone, so is the fuel pump, but I can do that later on. For now, I'm trying to find the lower rad hose. I can't find it, so I'm going to take the rad off instead. If I can find the bolts. One of the problems is, even though all the bodywork and metal moves, a lot of the time the nuts and bolts don't. So you've got hovering nuts and bolts. Oh. Okay. I thought I was undoing the radiator ones. Nope, I was undoing the bumper. Well, you're bent up beyond repair, so you can go in there. I think I've nudged my truck around on the jacks. Right, rad. That's a radiator one. That's a radiator one. Right, the lower rad hose is also good, so we can reuse that. Don't want to replace parts unless I have to. It's even knocked the radiator cap out of place. Okay. Is there anything else that screws and bolts on? This outer fender is shot. Can I reach that one? Yeah. Right, go and get rid of this. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to chuck it there. I'll get rid of it later. I can't tell if that inner fender's bent or not. You know, bent beyond repair. And I've got two bolts here that I can't see. There's another one. Another one hiding under the bodywork. So I know that one's stuffed because I didn't get my hammer symbol come up. I think, looking at this inner fender, oh yeah, that's I've passed it. So's that one. Right, so the whole lot's got to come off. So I drop the wheels off. This one's got a bald tyre on it. Oh, I just undone something else. It doesn't matter because it's all got to come off anyway. So I'm going to put that by the tyre machine, ready to have a new tyre put on it. Okay. I think my cat is telling me that it's time to take the decorations down, you know, because she's currently in the other room removing the baubles from the tree. I can just hear them dropping down onto the countertop. Right, so let's just disassemble everything. I think it's going to be the easiest way. Somewhere there's another nut. You know what, it's not worth it, is it? Let's just get rid of that. I was thinking of taking out the good brake pad, but for what a box of them cost, it's not worth it. So that's a keeper. The hub looks good, so I'm just going to take that off as one unit. There's no point taking the disc off the hub if the hub is good. Yeah, so the steering arm there is no good, so I'm going to take this off. It's wobbling around. Oh, the steering box isn't any good either. That's the one bit I couldn't actually see when it was on its wheels. So I haven't bought these bits yet. Oh, I took the torsion bar off. That's what I undid earlier. For a second there I was like, why is there a torsion? Is that the torsion bar? Strut rod, rather. I wondered what I undid. Why am I sticking it over here? It's a good strut rod. I don't want to do that, do I? Put that over here with all the good bits. Okie dokie. That's the other strut rod. I'll just start undoing nuts. Like I said, it's all got to come off, so another one hidden on this. Did I get it? Was that the steering rod nut or another nut? Just undone something. I'm doing lots of nuts that I don't know what they are. Let's get that right. Get all this off out of the way. There we go. Hey. Oh, I thought the tie rod was still connected to it. I was like, oh, I took it off. There we go, one tie rod. I do need to go and get a couple of steering boxes, don't I? Let's get the upper off. Oh, I've already undone that one. Do I want to replace that this side because it looks a little bit on the bent up side. No idea what that hovering bolt was for. Yeah, I think the wheel hub and everything is okay this side as well, so that can all be reused. I'm not actually sure what was going on there. Just doing some sort of funky dance before it fell off. Get rid of that. I just walk over. Yep, welding electrode. I get everywhere these things. So that's all good parts. That is not a good part. And we've got brake pad. Well, we've got two good brake pads in that. I might salvage them. I might just chuck it in the bin as it is. Hey, here comes the rain. Well, I've got to turn my headphone volume down because it's a bit loud. Whoa. Right, that is definitely a busted upper control arm. Do I need to drop the engine out? I'm going to have to drop the battery out, aren't I? And I'm probably going to have to take the battery wires out and reset them as they've all moved. I'm trying to find the earth connection. Somewhere on the back of the engine and I can't find it. Where is it? There it is. Rear of the alternator and the star motor. I don't know whether to drop the engine out altogether or just drop this subframe off. I don't think I need to take the engine out really, do I? Not unless there's anything internally broken on it. I'll have to duck my head in there and just have a quick look. See if I can see anything. No. Do it from above because I can't see where the nut is. There we go, that's the battery wires released. That's the battery wires flying all over the place, right. I need the pry tool. So I can get the torsion rods out. Like so. One. That's the left one. Two. I think it's time to get the cutting tool out. The developers fixed it. The cutting discs no longer return to full size. It used to be where you'd close the game and then reload it, you'd have a full-size disc back in the grinder, but I've just noticed it doesn't do that anymore. Not a problem. In fact, I prefer it this way. Right. I've got to find all the welds now. Like everything else moves apart from the weld points and the other fixing points. Still got something holding that on. Whoops, may have cut a weld there that I didn't need to cut, but never mind. Just weld it back up when it comes to that. Right. Hit the wrong mouse button. I haven't got anything on the inside I'm missing, no. Maybe I am, because I didn't do those on the other side. I'm going to sneak under. Yep. Didn't do that one. What was that one on? Hang on. Can't remember if the radiator panels are actually welded in or screwed in. I'm just undoing screws now. Right, so that's the grill loose. I'm pretty certain there's not 4 screws that hold that in. Right. What I'll do... We'll see if we can drop the subframe off. Did I undo the 2 this side? Yeah, I did. So it's just these 2. And the engine. Ah, that's what was holding it on. It was holding it on that side anyway. It still hasn't dropped off this side. I'm either missing a bolt or missing a weld. I'm missing a weld. There it is. So now... abracadabra, you should fall off. Really, it can't be that little one there, can it? Am I missing one somewhere, like on the front panel here? I can't see because of all the bent up metal. Well, I have to say, this has got me stumped now. I can't see any welds that I've missed. It's not that one. That's for the firewall. Got them all under there. That's for the rocker. Can't be the brake line because that's fell off this side. Battery tray? How is the battery tray attached? Couple of bolts. Might actually change that as well. No, I am completely stumped. I can't. Just noticed we've got other screws. Are these the headlight screws? They're the headlight screws, aren't they? Ah! Oh, so that panel just screws on. Okie dokie. Right, what else have we got? Might have to do something with that jack. See if I can get the headlights off out of the way. Take them off that side, do I? Let's cheat and use the backpack. Right. Can I see anything that I'm... Ah, there it is. Is that the culprit? That was the culprit. That is what I couldn't see. Too much bent metal in the way. I might have to just rejiggle that jack this side. So I'm guessing I've walked into it at some point. Okay. Start putting it back together now. Don't need that. That's the busted grill, isn't it? Right. Let's start gluing parts back on, shall we? Get these on. Bring the welder closer. I was going to say I bought a load of loose electrodes over because I've got so many laying about. I'd rather use those first than get more out of the box. Right. Zap, zap, zap. We've got to change all the drive shaft and everything on this as well. But that's all that is actually knackered down to the rear. All the suspension is fine. Okie dokie. Need another electrode. Missed anything up top, have I? No, right. Just drop that there for a minute. Is it under the hood? Yeah, it is. For the radiator panel. Get that on next. I think that's the last part that needs welding, isn't it? Everything else, I believe, bolts on. Right, what did I do with the subframe? That's in here, isn't it? Yep. Need the next part to go on. Wrench, there it is. Let's get the 4 main ones on. I'll get to that one. Where is it? Yep. Whoops. And the other engine mount. There we go. I think before I put the outers on, might be easier to get the suspension and whatnot on first. So I've got more space. Do I trust this one or do I get a new one? I'm not going to trust it. I'm going to get another one. Oh, while I'm at the catalogue, I'll get the steering box and steering arm as well. So we need to go to Jesse Suspension. Need one of those. One of those and one of those. Don't think it needs anything else. I think the gearbox strut and everything is fine. We'll leave the steering bits there for the moment. And just worry about the suspension. A 1 nut. 2 nuts. Okay. Strut rod in. Do I need the pry bar to put the thing back in? No. Yay, the rain has stopped. Nearly forgot the shock. Hub and disc. I do need new calipers, don't I? Which I should. That's the new gas tank. That's the new rad. Oh. Let's just empty those out. Don't want those. I need that, that. I suppose while I'm under the front, I might as well change these as well. And I'm going to need the headlights, aren't I? And I've got 10 items. Oh, I should have a box of brake pads in here as well. Somewhere. Sure, I bought some through. Need that as well. Sure, I put some in there. Okay. No problemo. Plenty more on the shelf. These are the front brake pads, aren't they? Yep. Those are the rear. I can't remember where I put the motorcycle. Oh, with the motorcycle bits. Oh yeah, and I've got to sort 2 of these shelves out. I don't know why, but these modded shelves have the tendency to do this. Although everything is still on them, somehow. It just looks untidy and that bugs me. Right. Let's get the other side built up. So there's the torsion bar. There's the upper control arm. Oh, I can feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Oh yeah, I left a disc unconnected this. I don't know why I didn't do that the other side, to be honest. You can just leave it all connected. Like a saw and put it on in one piece. Like a saw. We'll put the shock on and then I've got to find the strut. Then brake calipers and brake lines. I think the front end is done. Where do I throw the strut? It's over here. That's the other end, isn't it? It's this end. There. Yeah, I can't do the tie rods yet. So I haven't got steering boxes on. So they need to be round the other way. One, two. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Knock at the door. I don't know. Whenever I think of 1, 2 and whatnot, I always think of that old rhyme. Right. One more. There we go. A 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4. There we go. Wrench. There it is. So Lexi lines, we'll get those on. change that, so before I put anything else on the front like the radiator, I'd better do that first. Crankshaft looks alright. That ran fine because I drove it over here, surprisingly, despite the state of the front end. Although, having said that, it didn't drive very well. It had a very sharp pull to the left for, well, obvious reasons. So we had a very sharp camber on this side. I'm not surprised. Okay. That's rubbish now. The gas tank is bad on this as well. Flexi hoses. Well, here's one. I'm not sure where the other one's gone. Is it over the other side somewhere? I ended up kicking it somewhere. Oh yeah, I'll put the pulley back on there, haven't I? Then I've got to do that fuel pump. Ah, it's behind the radiator. There's another YouTuber I like watching, Ask Rob, and he was playing this the other day, and he asked a good question. What is more satisfying, buying a car like this one from the dealership and fixing it up, or buying a junker from the junkyard and practically restoring it? My answer would be buying from the junkyard, because you're literally building something pretty much from scratch. Because when you get them, they need all cleaning down, they need the rust cleaning off, they need body panels either repaired or replaced, and a lot of the other parts are either missing or broken. You don't get, well, in my experience, you don't get that many decent parts on them. They're supposed to be overlapping like that. I do hope so. Okay. Need the fuel line. Where's the other bolt for the... Oh, got it. I hope. Yeah. I was hoping that was a fuel pump bolt I got and not some other random bolt in the engine. Right, over here I should have a new fuel pump. Yep. And some fuel line on there, otherwise engine no starty. Like so. Okay, steering boxes. Steering box and steering arm. And then we're ready to put the wheels and the fenders on. Where's my Y key? I always have trouble finding the Y key. That goes there. I think I was actually standing on it. Whoops, too far. You've got to go somewhere over here. There. Right, so now I need the connecting doodah. What do they call it? The steering link. What was I thinking? Connecting rod. It goes just like that. And the next bit, tie rod. I guarantee this shares all of these parts with the Chad and Bart, doesn't it? Yep. I don't mind that, just makes life a little bit easier. There we go. Alright. Do I put the wheels... Oh no, that other wheel's got to have a tyre put on it, hasn't it? Right. Let's reassemble the front then. 2 and 3. It's getting a bit dark, I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. It'd be cool if you actually could sleep. But that method works. Get these lower ones in, let me get the pipes on. Oh yeah, I've got the thermostat to do. I think that's one of the parts I actually forgot to get. Hasn't that thermostat housing is shot? There we go. Is that carburetor good? No, don't look bad to me. Alright, V8 thermos, where did I put them? Up here. Slightly bigger than the i6 ones. Right. Upper rad hose. Lower rad hose. Headlights, grille. What else? Find the thing there is. And a bit of fender on this side as well. Starting to look a bit more like a truck now. Right. I think the headlights can go on next. What do they actually call this? Just the front panel. Simples. Oh, that one is the good headlight, isn't it? I'm going to dump the bad ones, didn't I? Put these on before the front panel. Oh, I mustn't forget to put the battery wires back on in the battery tray. They're not too important at the minute though. Right, so where are the screws and fixings meant to be for this? Ah! There. And are they the only two? It looks like it. Okay, grill. No, that's the bumper. Now I've got this feeling the grill is actually over here. I think I've just put the good one over here. Is that the good one? Yeah, it is. I was just looking at it at a funny angle. I think that's a good one. No, it's not. Do you know, I'm sure I bought the grill. Obviously I didn't. Why does it be here? Right. Bumper. Bumper bolt. Might as well shove the bulbs in while I'm here. Two. 3. And a 4. There. So I've got wheels to shove back on. I'll put this one back on at least. What size are they? They're R15, so I need a R15 tyre, don't I? I'll run across and grab that in a minute. don't want to trust that battery tray. I'm going to get another one. What do I get stuck on? Shelf? Engine? Is that what I'm going to find? Battery? Where's a battery? Can't remember where the battery trays are. Unless I'm blind, they don't seem to be there. Accessories? Oh yes, I need accessories because those fenders haven't got the ones on the front. I don't know what trim it has got, so I'll stick with those for now. I don't even know if it's got mirrors or if the gauges or anything work. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. I know it's missing the ones off the fenders at least. Ah, so those other bits of trim for the top of the bed, okay. Which this has got. Oh, I've got to stop doing that, just chucking down the wrench willy-nilly because then I forget where it is. Ah, it's not what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Okay, get the battery wires on, get everything done on the front, and that's everything done and dusted out of the way. Right. Ground wire. Alternator connection and starter motor. There. Grill hood wheel. The front end can be dropped down. I do apologise for that. I've just had to jump cut. I got distracted by a phone call. I then realised I hadn't turned the mic back on, so I've just done a couple of bits. In fact, all I've done is put the grill on. And the battery. And then I realised I'd forgotten to turn the microphone back on. Whoops. Anyway. And Smudge is currently shredding up what's left of a kitchen towel roll. Tyre, that's what I need. For a little wander over here. It's an R15, wasn't it? Yeah, R15. Right, so we need an R15 piece of rubber. And I actually think they're 14, no, they're 16, so yeah. It's going to be that one. R15 HW. Because when you click on the wheels like that, even if it's got the tyre on it, just gives you the wheel rim size. But looking at the sidewalls on the tyre, this is what I need. Pretty certain it's a high wall. I'm pretty certain that's what the HW stands for. Yeah, they look the same. Should have just took the tyre off actually. Yep. I can't get hold of it. Alright, chuck this on. Actually remembered where I randomly threw the wrench that time. Zip, zip, and zip. Oh yeah. It was there. It was right in front of my face and I couldn't see it. On the tire. Is that it? Yeah. Next. Muzzle do all 4 tyres. One I've got the pump in my hand. Ooh, that was a bit low. Right, done with the pump. Doesn't need to be up on jacks now, does it? Not for the front anyway. I'll do the rear next, so position that one there. For a moment there I thought I only had the one side exit on here. Couldn't see the other one from the other side. Oh, I might have that a bit too close to the wheel. Right, up we go. Oh. That didn't work, did it? I got that one. Ah, so I know where to put it now. I put that one too far under, didn't I? Come back with it. Somewhere there, there. I think we'll be alright there. Right. It's just the rear axle, pumpkin and drive shaft that's got to be replaced. I think everything else is okay. When I say okay, it's still got to come off because I've got to change the axle. Right. Didn't actually check these rear tyres. You're okay. You're okay, that's alright. I should have checked those before I pumped them up. Right. Oh yeah, I've got to change the gas tank as well, haven't I? Well, might as well strip the axles off because I've got to do that anyway. Right. I do find with the rear hubs it's easier to take the discs off. I can do it with the discs on, but it just makes finding the hub bolts a bit trickier. You have to do a bit more guesswork. That's one hub. Mustn't forget the e-brake cable. Right. Whoops. Come back here. Ooh. Apparently I've moved beside the seaside according to them seagulls. I don't know if you can hear those in the background, but there's a lot of them out there. Actually, in fairness, I'm not that far from the sea. Oof, I think the closest route is... Just trying to remember. About 4, 5 miles away. Can I get that last one? Yes. That saves me having to go up and underneath at the other end. Right. Did we drop the gas tank out from under here? Yes, we do. Might as well do that as well. Put some nice new gas in it. New axle. So that's all I had to do, just 8 bolts on the axle mounts there and the 2 shock absorber mounts. Oh, come back here, you. Come. Get here. Don't you roll away on me. You go up there. Right. There's one. And there's the other one. Disc. I think before I put the brake calipers on, I'm going to check the brake pads because they might be worn. One screwdriver. Oh yeah, the pumpkin and whatnot's in the back here, isn't it? Right. I think it's just the one more. Yeah. Drive shaft. First time on each one. I'm getting good. Yeah, look at that. The brake pads are worn. Look at that one. I'm looking. Yeah, I'm just going to change all 4. So I need to, when I'm done, get stuck on the shelf. Boxer is. I need my little pry tool. Just found those boxer brake pads. Not where I thought they were at all. Right. Don't know why, but that one went back in the caliper and upside down. Okay, here we go. Shove in the new ones. What side is that? That's this side. Right, I'm not going to get to doing any cleaning up on in this video, am I? The video's going on for quite long as it is. It's with me having to edit a chunk out. I don't often have to do that. Normally I can do these videos in one long take. Unless the phone rings. And I forget to turn the microphone on. Whoops. That's just the wheels now, isn't it? I'm going to drop it back. Just going to stick some gas in it. We've got door, oh, we have got door mirrors on it. What's the interior like? We've got a bad door card that side, but other than that, it's okay. Pretty clean. Right. Down we go. Jack's back over here. Trying to remain as tidy as I can be. Especially after I did all that work in reorganising the workshop. I want to start a new series of this on hard mode. I want to give hard mode a go. It's a spare fender. I bought new and didn't use it. Right, what else have we got? It's a bad piece. There's a bit of a tidy up. That's a bad piece. That's the hood. Get rid of these. And the empty box. I knew I'd forget a piece. Forgot the e-brake cable. What the hell? How did that go from there all the way over there? You know, earlier in the video when I was taking the slot round here, it was there. And now, by magic, it's gone over there. That's a good job I don't really want to put this little stuff in the scrap trailer, because it's not worth it. We'll get that e-brake done. Otherwise I'm just going to forget it again. I'll go and use the truck and need to use the e-brake and then wonder why I've got no brake. Okay. Just poke my head through the tyre. Oops. There we go. Got an e-brake. Put the hood on. And I will gas it up and oops, fire it up, and I'll have a little drive around here and make sure it is all functioning. I've got a jerry can. Where did I? Oh, I know where I put the jerry cans. Stack them in here. Couldn't go through the door for some reason. Almost guarantee that every... Thank you. Fill it up. It's easier to do it this way than to try and push the truck over here. Right, let's go pay for the gas. Like so. Whoops, didn't want to pick it up like that. Right. Question. Where's the filler? Where is the filler neck on this? Well, see the gas tank? I just can't find the filler neck. Help. It's there. Ah, is it going off to one side? There it is. Cool, that was camouflaged and all. Oh, it was camouflaged. I couldn't see the fuel flap. Right, there we go. Fill it up. Well, it says filling, but it looks like we're leaking straight out at the bottom. I'm sure it takes longer to empty this into the car than it does to fill it up at the gas pump. Right, you can go down there for now. Cap back on. Hop in. Yay! No, none of the gauges work. So I'm going to need a new cluster. But the handbrake wasn't even on. Right, I've got auto box on this, haven't we? Yep, so I need to go to drive. Yeah. She's driving a lot better than she was. Now, out of all the vehicles I own, this is now only the second one I've got with an auto box. All the others are manual. Ooh, that was close. Nearly went in the ditch. It's got a bit of go in it just for normal V8. I haven't done any tuning to it. Brakes are working fine. Open the door instead of hitting the brake. Yeah, I quite like this truck. Whoops, I forgot that was down. Yeah, so next video we'll give it a clean down. We'll get the rust off and we'll wash this dirty fender down and we'll give it a new colour. When I can decide on what colour. I actually like the colour of this tailgate. I don't know what that is. Oh, excuse me. Anyway. When my brain starts working. I think the gears stopped for a moment there. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, then give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Links to my other two channels and Discord will be in the description down below. And I'd also like to wish you all a happy new year, as I'm this will go up in the new year, so yeah, happy new year everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.